On July 8, 1538, Diego de Almagro, a remarkable Spanish general and explorer, passed away. Almagro was known for his extensive conquests in South America and his conflicts with fellow conquistadors. Born in 1475, he played a pivotal role in the Spanish colonization efforts, particularly in Peru. Almagro was one of the early conquerors of Peru and served under Francisco Pizarro, participating in the conquest of the Inca Empire. His efforts led to the establishment of Spanish rule in the region, and he played a crucial role in the capture of the Inca leader, Atahualpa. After gaining military success, Almagro turned his focus on exploring the southern regions of the continent, leading to the expedition known as Almagro's Expedition, where he sought to claim lands in what is now Chile. Though he achieved significant victories, Almagro faced numerous challenges, including disputes with Pizarro over the distribution of wealth and territories, which ultimately led to his falling out with Pizarro. In 1537, Almagro led an expedition to conquer Chile, where his fortunes dwindled, facing fierce resistance from the indigenous Mapuche people. His leadership was put to the test, as resources ran scarce. After facing defeat, Almagro returned to Peru, where he sought to reclaim his position of power, but was ultimately captured by Pizarro's forces in the ensuing conflicts. On July 8, 1538, Diego de Almagro was executed by order of his rival, Pizarro, marking a tragic end to his life of adventure and ambition. His death occurred in the courtyard of the city of Cusco. Diego de Almagro's death did not mark an end to his legacy. It sparked further conflicts among Spanish settlers, influencing subsequent expeditions and territorial claims in South America. Almagro's ambition inspired future generations of explorers and conquistadors, cementing his role as a key figure in the brutal history of the Spanish conquest of South America. His journey to Chile and subsequent trials showcase the complexities of Spanish colonial ambitions, revealing the deep-seated conflicts between European powers and indigenous cultures. Diego de Almagro was born in 1475 in the town of Almagro, Spain, where his early life was marked by poverty. Seeking fortune, he left Spain in 1501 to explore the New World, which set the stage for his adventurous life as a conquistador. Almagro's early expedition to the Americas began in 1510, participating in the conquest of Hispaniola and later in the capture of the Inca leader Atahualpa in 1532, marking a significant event in the history of Spanish colonization. Despite his initial successes, Almagro's relationship with fellow conquistador Francisco Pizarro began to sour. Their competition for power and wealth in the newly conquered territories escalated tensions, leading to a bitter rivalry that defined much of the era's conquest. In 1535, Almagro embarked on his expedition to Chile, seeking new territories, driven by ambition. However, he faced fierce resistance from the Mapuche people, illustrating the complexities of colonial expansion and the determination of indigenous cultures to defend their lands. The hardships in Chile led to shortages of supplies and growing discontent among Almagro's men. After facing devastating defeats, Almagro retreated, marking a significant turning point in his career and leading to deep dissatisfaction among his followers. Upon his return to Peru, Almagro attempted to regain power but was met with hostility from Pizarro's loyalists. His desperate bid for control led to escalating confrontations and ultimately betrayal from those he once considered allies. In 1537, Almagro was captured by Pizarro's troops during confrontations in Cusco. His capture marked a critical moment of change, shifting the balance of power among the Spanish conquistadors in Peru. Diego de Almagro faced a grim fate when he was executed on July 8, 1538. His execution was viewed as a significant event in the ongoing power struggles of the conquistadors, resulting in a fracture within the Spanish colonial leadership. Following Almagro's death, conflict intensified between his supporters and those loyal to Pizarro, igniting a legacy of violence and fragmentation among the Spanish settlers in Peru. Almagro's influence persisted, as the power struggle initiated after his death laid the foundation for future expeditions. His name became symbolic of ambition and the complexities of colonial power in South America. Today, Diego de Almagro is regarded as a significant figure in the history of Spanish exploration. His life and death represent the tumultuous era of conquest that fundamentally altered indigenous cultures and the dynamics of power in South America. Almagro's reputation has evolved over time. He is sometimes celebrated for his daring ventures and at other times criticized for his brutality against indigenous peoples. This dichotomy highlights the complexities of historical narratives. The legacy of Diego de Almagro serves as a reminder of the consequences of exploration and colonization. His story encourages discussions about cultural preservation and the impact of European conquest on indigenous communities. Almagro's life continues to inspire literature, drama, and scholarship, prompting reinterpretations of his actions and motivations. He remains a subject of fascination for historians and creatives alike. The fate of Diego de Almagro has prompted reflections on leadership and ethical considerations in exploration. His ambition highlights the tension between personal gain and the wider impact of colonial activities. Diego de Almagro's complex legacy forces us to confront the narratives shaped by power dynamics and cultural encounters, urging generations to rethink historical figures and their actions beyond mere conquests. The societal shifts initiated by Almagro's exploits reveal deeper issues regarding colonialism, indigenous welfare, and the ethical responsibilities of explorers. His life story poses challenging questions for modern society. In contemporary times, Almagro's story serves as a focal point in discussions about reparations and historical justice for indigenous communities affected by conquest and colonization. As historians reassess Diego de Almagro's role in the Spanish conquest of South America, scholars increasingly emphasize the importance of indigenous voices and perspectives in shaping historical narratives. Diego de Almagro's life was characterized by an indomitable spirit of adventure as he emerged from humble beginnings in Spain to become a pivotal figure in the conquest of South America. In 1532, Almagro's conquests took a dramatic turn when he played a crucial role in capturing the Inca emperor Atahualpa, forever altering the power dynamics in the region. Driven by ambition, in 1535, Almagro launched a bold expedition to Chile in search of wealth, though this journey would lead to severe challenges. Almagro's ambitions in Chile were thwarted by fierce resistance from the indigenous Mapuche, leading to significant losses and retreat after hardships. Upon returning to Peru, Almagro sought to restore his power, but faced adversity from Francisco Pizarro's faction, leading to his eventual capture. Almagro was executed on July 8, 1538, marking a grim end to his life and an exacerbation of tensions among Spanish settlers in Peru. Almagro's death ignited further discord among Spanish conquistadors, deepening rivalries that would shape the future of the Spanish Empire in the New World. His legacy remains complex, sparking debate about colonialism and its impacts on indigenous peoples, urging historians to reflect on the ethical implications of exploration. Posthumously, Almagro is viewed through varied lenses, as a heroic adventurer, a tragic figure, and as a promoter of cultural interactions that are both admirable and contentious. His ambitious expeditions foreshadowed future confrontations and assimilation tactics used by European powers, laying groundwork for the complicated relationship between colonizers and natives.